Hi there and welcome to another Lunchtime Row. Now remember, you don't have to do these at lunchtime. These are just designed for any point in the day when you have around about 25 minutes free and you want to do some exercise involving your rowing machine. Now today's workout, what we're going to do is a 4-minute warm-up followed by 19 minutes and 40 seconds, yes, quite specific, of rowing workouts and then off the rower workout. What do I mean? Well, we're going to do 2 minutes at 24 strokes a minute and run about 7 out of 10 intensity. And then we're going to do 30 seconds by sliding the seat forwards and then going into an isometric squat and holding that for 30 seconds. Then you get back on the machine and start rowing again. Don't worry, I'll talk you through the entire thing when we get into it, all right? It's not complicated, trust me. So we have to get into our 4-minute warm-up before we can do our main session. And that means we have to set up our machine first. Now, what to do is set your resistance first. On an Aviron, I'm setting my resistance to 7 for the warm-up. I will do my main workout at 11, okay? If you're doing this using the Concept 2 Aviron app, I want you to set your drag factor to round about 130. Now that means the lever on a clean machine will be round about 5, all right? So too low is okay, too high is the problem if you're doing it on a Concept 2. Right, next up, foot straps. No matter what machine you're using, I want you to set them so that they cover the balls of your feet or the bottom lace in your shoe. And what that should allow is for you to come into the front of the machine with your shins in a vertical position comfortably, okay? If you go too far forwards, then it's likely to be because your feet are set too low. If you can't quite get to that vertical position, it's because your feet are in there too high, all right? Enough for the technical stuff. Let's get into our warm-up. We're going to do this around about 20 strokes a minute, and I want you to start for the first minute as though you were just standing up from a squat. Don't worry about power. I just want you to get your body moving, and then in the second minute, we'll increase the power, okay? Right, let's get into our warm-up then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So like I said, 20 strokes a minute, and the genius about 20 strokes a minute is it's 1 stroke every 3 seconds. And what that means is that you can take 1 second drive, whoosh, and 2 seconds recovery. And that's the rhythm you're looking for, okay? 1 second drive, 2 seconds recover. And then you can start thinking about body positions. So you tilt forwards into the front of the machine and then backwards at the back of the machine. So from a 1 o'clock tilt forwards to an 11 o'clock tilt backwards. And then as you start the drive, I want you to keep your arms straight. So you push straight and then only pull at the back of the stroke. Okay, 3 strokes, and then we're going to increase the power. 1 more. And now what I want you to do is just to push a little bit harder to a pace where you'll feel your breathing rate starting to increase. Your heart rate will start to increase, but it won't feel like hard work. Okay, what you're looking for is an intensity where you're still able to talk. You may have to wait for somebody else to talk back for a sentence or two, but you can still talk. Or it's kind of as if you were walking up a flight of stairs, like a constant, say, 10-story building. Okay, where you start to get out of breath, but it doesn't feel as though you're out running a marathon or something, okay? And that's your warm-up intensity. Not too easy, not too hard. Okay, 1 more stroke. And let's put 1 foot on the ground and then continue rowing. And this is where you can start to really think about those body angles properly. Because with only 1 foot strapped in, it's much easier to get into that forwards tilt with your shins pointing vertically. And you hold that and swing through to the back of the stroke. 1 more stroke here. Swap feet. Don't worry if it takes you a few seconds to swap over. Continue rowing. And it's always interesting to see if there's a huge variation or variance in your pace between legs when you do this. If it's only a couple of seconds, that's fine. But if you find you're like 10 seconds slower, from your left leg to your right. There's maybe some muscle imbalance going wrong. Okay, put both feet back in, legs straight, and row with your back and arms. So we're going to break the stroke down for the next minute. So swing with your back, then pull in with your arms, then out with your arms, and rock forwards over your hips again. Okay, so this is just rocking backwards and forwards, finishing with the pull, then hands away again. Let's take one more, and then roll into the front of the stroke, arms straight, forwards tilt, and just use your legs. So keep those arms straight. Try to hold that forwards tilt. Keep a good posture, you don't want to be slumped, and just push out of the front with your legs. And what you're looking for is to push with your feet at exactly the same time the handle bites into the machine. That point when you feel the tension happen. Let's take one more and finish with a flourish. Finish with a flourish. Right, so have a quick drink, just keep on rocking up and down, and then I'll quickly explain one more time what it is that we're doing today. Okay then, so today's main session is going to last 19 minutes and 40 seconds long. Why such a strange figure? Well, I'll explain. Because we're going to row for 2 minutes at 24 strokes per minute at 7 out of 10 intensity. What does that mean, I hear you say? Well, if you figure a warm-up intensity is round about 5 out of 10, and max intensity, well, clearly is 10 out of 10. You want to be somewhere in between. So if it feels easy, you're going too slow. If it feels like you need a wee lie down halfway through this workout, you've gone too fast. Somewhere in the middle, right? It's likely to be round about 8 seconds per 500 meters faster than you were in the second minute of that warm-up, if you remember how fast you were rowing, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Then we're going to take 10 seconds to get ourselves unstrapped from the machine and then hold an isometric squat for 30 seconds. Once that's done, you then get 10 seconds to get yourself back into the machine, and then you go over it and over and over again. We're going to do this 7 times in total, and that adds up to 19 minutes and 40 seconds. And of course, if you want to just keep on rowing for 20 seconds to round it up to 20 minutes, then that's a great thing to do, because I like round numbers. All right? And that's it. That's our workout today. Then we're done. We can go do something better. Right, so hopefully your machine is still set up the same way it was for the warm-up. The foot straps will be in the same place, and the monitor will be at the same angle and height. On an Aviron, you might want to increase your resistance. I've gone up to 11 from 7 in the warm-up. On the Concept 2, you might just want to keep your drag factor set to exactly where it was for the warm-up. All right? So remember, we're starting this for 2 minutes at 24 strokes a minute at round about 7 out of 10 intensity. So I hope you're ready to go, because we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So 24 strokes a minute. If you want to use the cheat code of looking at your timer again, is 1 stroke every 2.5 seconds. So all I really count when it comes to this stroke rate is making sure I'm taking a stroke when it's on a 5 and when it's on a 0. And usually the one in between takes care of itself. And in order to get that stroke rate up, you need to push a little harder with the legs to increase your drive speed, and then recover just a little bit faster. And what really helps for that recovery is making sure to get that handle away from your body. There's lots of drills and things where you hold the handle against your body, but when you're rowing properly, get that handle away nice and smoothly. So at the pace you pull it in at, I want you to release it at the same speed. Get that handle away, let it trigger your forwards rock, and then once the handle is past your knees and you're already tilted forwards, that's when you bend your knees to roll to the front. And hopefully all of that will result in a faster recovery. Okay, so in 5 strokes time, we'll start getting out of the machine. 2 more strokes. 1 more. Now remember, You've got 10 seconds here to get yourself out. Hopefully that's nice and luxurious. Stand up and then take a seat. If you think about if you're going to be sitting down on a box or something, you'll get your backside out behind you, and that will hopefully help with your posture and mean that you're getting that tension into your quads, because that's important to make sure that this isometric squat, you're holding and you can feel the balance. Everything's going down through to your heels. You're not tilted forwards onto your toes, okay? We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. That's our first one done. Get yourself strapped in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're off again. Same thing again. Back into 24 strokes a minute. Round about 7 out of 10 effort. Now, if it helps, I'm going to tell you the difference between my warm-up and this pace, but bear in mind, you may be a lot faster than me, or you might be a little slower, who knows, but don't worry about my numbers, just worry about your own. That's my caveat. So, my warm-up, I did at 1:59 pace through the second minute before we did the drills. And now, I'm rowing at 1:49 pace. So I'm 10 seconds per 500 meters faster at 24 strokes a minute than I was at warm-up pace. So maybe you want to follow that for these sections and make sure you're rowing 10 seconds faster to get up at that 7 out of 10 intensity. Okay. 20 seconds to go. And then we'll go into our next isometric squat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 10 seconds to get yourself unstrapped. Seat forwards, stand tall. 2, 1, take a seat. Let yourself recover here, okay? So, although your muscles might be firing a little harder here because you're holding this squat, it will give you a chance for your breathing to calm down, so make sure to breathe. Okay, and we're in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Get yourself strapped in. 10 seconds is quite short to get yourself in, but should be enough time. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're back into it again. It shouldn't really take its toll on you, this workout, because of the fact you're taking kind of like 50 seconds rest. From a cardio point of view, you should be able to make this through quite nicely. So it does kind of go around about 3 or 4 out of 5 stars on an intensity level. I'm just throwing stars and numbers at you now. It's a problem with making something like this is it's quite hard to explain the intensity, but that's why my workouts tend to be either a low intensity, mid intensity, or max intensity. And then it's just up to you to gauge what they mean for you. And the important thing is that you don't make a low intensity too intense, but you don't back off a maximum intensity and make it too easy. And then a row like this, you just have to know you're working hard, but not so much that you can't stand up to do the squats. Okay, so we're coming in, 15 seconds to go. And we're going to do our next squat. 2 more strokes. 1 more. Whew. Okay, I'm losing my rhythm for how to talk to you, to be honest. All this stop start. 2, 1, down. Take a seat. This is another one where if you lose a couple of seconds when it comes to getting into the squat, that's totally fine. No one's going to shout at you for it. And if it takes you a couple of seconds to get back on, that's absolutely fine as well. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back on. Get yourself strapped in. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Back into your 24 strokes a minute. 7 out of 10 intensity. I hope that felt satisfactory. Hope it all worked for you. For the isometric squat, maybe you've never done one before. And you're like, what's this man telling me to do? I know sometimes as these kind of workouts go on, it's easy to lose concentration. It's like your body's still capable of rowing at the right pace, but you just lose structure when it comes to technique and things. So try to concentrate on that body rock forwards and backwards, and that usually takes care of most of your technique concerns. Just rocking forwards into the front and holding it for at least half of the leg drive before rocking backwards, because there's just a basic form that you have to row in to keep that body rock happening. Keep those arms straight at the front, only pull in at the back of the stroke. So I'm legs, arms, legs, arms, legs, arms. Keep them straight at the front. Your arms, that is, not your legs. Okay, 4 strokes to go. 2 more. 1 more. Unstrap. Whee. Seat forwards. Got to remind myself to do that, or I'll sit on it. 3, 2, 1, go. Of course, you don't have to straddle the machine the way I am. You can stand next to the machine and face that way, but I find it's much simpler to do it this way. And just hold this squat position. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll it back. Get yourself strapped in again. 3, 2, 1, go. Back into that pace again. Hopefully you're kind of in the rhythm of stopping and starting here. And I'm just kind of helping you along. I'm like white noise that's just keeping you company. You're watching what I'm doing and just doing it when I'm doing it. I know that it gets difficult to hang on every word that I say. But if nothing else, if you're only half listening to me, then if you do the workout twice, hopefully you'll hear everything that I say. Right. So keep that leg drive going. Try to hold whatever pace you started at for these. Try to keep to that pace throughout the workout, because like I said, that 50 seconds in between each burst gives you loads of time to recover. So really, if you do have to ease off, it's usually just your brain telling you to, rather than it's actually your body unable to hold the pace. Okay, where are we? Okay, 4 strokes to go. Two more, one more. So unstrap. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. Whew. And again, you might not feel a massive burn to your quads here. That's perfectly fine. This isn't about destroying you. What it's about is giving you a good all-round workout in the tiny 25-minute chunk that you've got available. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get back onto the machine again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Because I know from my training how tough it can be sometimes to squeeze in an effective workout that, even though it might not be a max intensity workout, you know it's hit enough muscle groups to kind of keep you topped up, let's say, so you're not going to be going backwards. Because I mean, I've got a full-time job. It's not making these videos, I'll tell you that much. It's making TV programs. Got family, 2 kids that seem to constantly need taking to swimming club. And so sometimes I just run out of time and I don't have an hour in front of me to do a proper beast of a workout. So I need something that in around about 25 minutes will give me an effective workout. And I feel, okay, I might not have made any huge leaps and improvement from it, but I know I'm not going backwards. Or sometimes a workout like this is perfect if you're about to do a weight session or something afterwards. This gives you your cardio hit, but still leaves you fresh enough to go do some go do some weights in the gym. Okay, 3 strokes. One more. Let's go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a seat. Ooh. Now, of course, you can pulse these if you want. You can mess around with it in any way, but I find just getting into this position and holding it for the isometric squat is good enough for sessions, and then I'll do another session where I will do like a pulse and things. So mix it up if you want, but don't worry, I'll do future workouts that will mix it up. Okay, so I've got one more row and then one more isometric squat. Okay, so get yourself strapped in for our final row. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. So our last 2 minutes on the row, and then we'll finish off with a 30-second isometric squat. And then, like I said, you can top it up for 20 seconds if you want, but usually on the longer workouts I do, I'll tag on a cool down and some stretching on the end. But on these lunchtime rows, I don't add them on. So either do some light rowing as I say goodbye to you to do a little cool down, or search for my cool down workout on here and do that and the stretching that follows. But no matter what, do something. Don't just stop after the last isometric squat. Take time to just let your body ease off, flush out carbon dioxide from your muscles, let the blood circulate, and just make sure your body finishes in a happy state, ready to either do another workout later in the day or just be ready for a workout the next day. Okay, we're almost done on this row, and then we've just got last squats. So 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds to get out again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. Make sure and stay nice and low. I'm letting my elbows kind of bang off the seat here is an indicator of being low enough. Keep a good posture though. Just because you're low doesn't mean you want to collapse your lower back or round your upper back. 10 seconds to go. Oh, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're all done. So, like I said, climb onto the machine, do a little bit of light rowing just to finish off your workout. Make sure and do that if you're not going to do a main cool down, or search out the cool down on here and go through that and make sure that you're kind of properly prepped up. But that was it. That was our lunchtime row with a little bit of off the machine workouts. If you are going to post this to your socials, make sure just use the hashtag isometric. Yeah, isometric. And that way I might be able to see it, and that'd be nice. And then you could even let me know how you found it. Did you enjoy it? How did you feel the squats worked? I'm certainly worked up that proper mid-intensity glow about me. I don't feel like I have to lie down. It means that I'm all prepped and ready so that tomorrow I can do a high intensity workout if I wish, rather than scraping the barrel, my intensity, my energy barrel. All right, so there we go. That was the lunchtime row. I do hope you enjoyed it. Until the next one, please look after yourselves. Be well. Bye-bye.